Just kidding.
Hi guys.
Hey guys.
How's it going?
That was totally as planned. Ignore the start of the video that we just turned off. We didn't mean to play that. How's it going? Thanks everyone for hanging in there. We were having some technical difficulties. You know, things not working. We had to go kind of punch our streaming software. Because that's what you do to software is you punch it.
I was literally kicking the PC tower
Yeah.
repeatedly, and there's now the shape of my footprint in it.
It was like Sparta.
That we can commemorate this lovely day and occasion with every time we see it. So how are you guys doing? Welcome to Playfulverse, the stream where we go into Playfulverse and look at what you guys have built.
That's exactly right. And so if you're joining us for the first time, first of all, my name is Stephen Hurd, also known as Brainsloth. Look at this. I'm joined by Mr. David Calkins, aka PlayfulDavid, if you follow our forums, and Miss Winter Mullenix, aka PlayfulWinter. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
And so we'll choose, a lot of times we will do live streams when we have a new update coming out. That's not what this is, even though it kind of worked out that we just had some downtime in the game. It almost would have worked where we could have gone live during the downtime, although the game would have been down. I don't know what we would have done. But yeah, that was just a hot fix to fix a bug that was this really kind of nasty data serialization bug. I mean, it sounds scary as saying data serialization. I don't even want to think about that.
Yes, you do. Admit it.
I do. I lay awake at night thinking about data serialization. So hopefully there's a nice kind of fix in for that. It's going to have the effect of, well...
Isn't there good news about the daily rewards?
That's true. And so we saw this bug was going on, and one of the things we could do to kind of mitigate the problem was turn off those daily login treasure chests that you can grab from your main menu. So we did that yesterday afternoon. So that means I'm really glad we got this fix in, because those are turned back on now, and you can once again just start collecting that treasure, or hoarding it for your treasure hoard, if you will. You
got to have all the treasure.
You absolutely do. And so I think what we're going to do is just kind of, we have just a loose plan. We're going to hop into our public world Playfulverse. You can find it. You can join it right now if you feel like it.
If it's not already full.
It might be full. Sometimes when we start one of these streams, it fills up, but it's called Playfulverse, created by Brainsloth. And why don't you join us? And we're going to go check out some stuff that's been built. We'll ask the folks if any of our Playfulverse peeps.
Sorry for my typing
chat.
sounds. I am just posting the world name for anyone who wants to try and get in if it isn't already full.
Yeah, totally. And so if any of our Playfulverse peeps are here in Mixer chat or YouTube chat or
even Twitch chat.
Or even Twitch chat, let us know if there's something we really should check out, and we'll probably do it. But let's hop into...
Now, what I want to know is if somebody is watching the stream on all three, Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, and if so, you have unlocked some kind of special achievement, my friend. We should have a prize for you, but we don't. But just know that in our hearts...
We're impressed.
We're impressed.
Yeah, totally impressed. So I'm going to do a little directorial panning here. And so as always...
I might do the same.
We've got here in the bottom right, Brainsloth and Winter. There in the bottom left, David and Winter. So the four of us are all here, and we're ready to check out Playfulverse.
Good Winter and Evil Winter.
That's right. Over our respective shoulders.
Over each shoulder.
So I zoned in here, and I am in a really cool area that's being... worked on that I hopped into the world earlier this week, and some of the folks showed me around. This is the Winter Wonderland kind of build. I know that Auntie Lynn's got this started, and there's been a bunch of folks that have been building up stuff. So first of all, I just want to show off kind of where I'm at. So this is like an ice skating rink, and you can indeed, because ice is a block that's kind of slippery, you can go slipping around. Very cool. And just look at this. We've got so these blocks, if you don't recognize them, are the seasonal kind of holiday blocks that we've made available over the last few years around the holiday time. And so we haven't talked about exactly what we're going to do this year, although you can expect that we're probably going to do something, right? It seems like we would do something.
Are we going to do something?
I don't know. It seems like something we would do. But even ignoring that, these are all stuff that's been blocks that have been made available in years past. And so we've got gingerbread walls, gingerbread swirl walls, for just need a swirl.
Brainsloth's being a little bit cryptic. I can go ahead and say, yes, there will be a holiday update.
Yeah.
I will even go so far as to say that it's coming soon, possibly within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Now, we're never sure on the dates, so I don't like to give specific dates. But hopefully within 2 to 3 weeks, we will have that stuff out for you guys. I know a lot of people were asking about that in the Steam post about this stream, so I wanted to call that out.
Yeah, thanks for doing it. My inclination is to try to be as mysterious as possible, but I think that is good information to get out there. That, yeah, absolutely, the team is hard at work right now, in fact, kind of getting that update together. And it's going to be an exciting kind of exciting update. I'm looking forward to seeing it get out in the wild.
It's going to be so much fun.
So I'm looking around. Yeah, definitely, Winter. I'm looking around this kind of gingerbread village here, and so I'm just showing off some of I love these holiday lights, a lot of variety, and I would anticipate that there's going to be some kind of new stuff that might get added to I'm guessing these talented builders will add to this area once the new holiday event is up, and maybe there's some new stuff to add to their build.
Honestly, it would blow my mind if we added stuff and it didn't get used in amazing ways, because you guys are amazing. You make amazing stuff in ways we never would have imagined possible.
So creative.
Like labeling this stuff. I'm assuming that's with arc signs.
Yeah, so of course
the ever magical, ever useful arc sign.
Arc sign.
Do we want to talk about arc signs and how amazing they are?
I think we should do it. So
just a little bit. I know you were a little bit hesitant because you were afraid that they might get broken in an update. We would try to fix them, but people are doing some mind-blowing stuff with arc signs.
Amazing stuff.
And so to be clear, yeah, not so much getting broken, but some of the functionality that players have kind of uncovered and discovered about arc signs is still really new. And so I wanted to make sure that if the team was going to do anything to optimize them, or for example, we just added in the last update the ability to make icons from the game appear on the arc sign. And so I'm talking about icons for items like blocks, or even the creatures have their own icons. And so those are now supported in arc signs, and you can just make them part of your sign text. And so we've been talking about, man, this is some really cool, powerful stuff to share with the community and share these awesome arc sign kind of magic that people are doing. But I did want to make sure that it's all really solid, and we're not going to do any additional optimizations or changes there to make those even better. And so we'll kind of continue to keep you all apprised. I don't think there's anything certainly coming in the near future or that we're definitely working on right now, but just want to make sure that those are not subject to change still.
Enough with the details. Tell them what people are doing.
So, for example, here, I was going to give some more details, David. You know, I just want to give some more details. Here's some ArcSign text.
Skip the fine print. Let's go to the cool stuff.
If you can imagine, the ArcSign is buried kind of under the ground here. What stands out here about this is a different font than kind of the one that's available by default, which is our Creativerse font, that kind of fun blocky font that we have.
Okay. And so word processing powers.
Correct.
Awesome.
And so what some players did, in fact, kind of
everybody wants a word processor in their favorite video game.
They do. It's the main purpose of Creativerse, in fact. So what some folks did is they got into the documentation. They went and said, you know what? I have a feeling that ArcSigns are made possible by this one specific Unity plugin. And if I go look at the documentation of this plugin, it turns out I can do all sorts of fun things. For example, make essentially just blocked, instead of a character like a period or a slash, just a square and then assign that square a color. Mm-hmm. And what players have done with that is just started to create all sorts of crazy pixel art. And so I'm willing
very
to take
detailed, very refined. Like people are making movie posters. People have figured out how to put emojis into ArcSigns.
Yes.
People somebody made a menu of all the things you can cook with the icons, so you can actually assign the game icons into ArcSigns.
Yeah, and so
it's crazy. I don't know if we have any of that in Playfulverse to show you, but you can at least see a potential with some of the labeling that people are doing here of this room.
Yeah, no, I'm willing to bet we'll run into something that's taking advantage. So in the past, we've shown on Playfulverse some pixel art that was done the old way with dots or just existing characters, and it was really cool. We saw some broccoli that we were all very fond of. But what this has done is just taken that capability and just blown it wide open, where players are really just impressing us every day with the creative ways that they're using ArcSigns to add details and pictures and all sorts of stuff to their world. So we've checked out this Winter Wonderland. I'm really impressed. I think it's really cool. I'm going to go just to the Welcome Center. I want to see if there's anything new around there.
Sure.
That players have been building up, kind of that main one of the main hubs of the world.
XOff777 said that his claim has he says last arts. I'm not sure if he's referring to some art in an ArcSign, but
okay.
If we get time, maybe look for that in the teleporter.
Sure. Yeah, that's definitely what I want to do, is take some suggestions from the chat here. There are folks that have been playing in the world and have stuff that we should check out. So we've looked at this before. This is kind of the biome teleporter. I always love these builds that are made to look like, you have no doubt where this teleporter is going to take you. It's going to take you to the jungle. You're going to be welcomed there warmly. Let's head up here and just kind of see what's doing. And then I may take Zoff, if you will.
Zoff, yes.
I'll take Zoff's suggestion here and go check out some artwork. This one's really cool. So this leads to kind of a Keepa farm, as well as just this high-tech, futuristic area. Maybe we'll check this out if we get some time.
I like that.
Let's go check it out.
Somebody asked on Twitch, what is the purpose of this stream? And the purpose of this stream, actually, Stephen Hurd has been working on a thing impression for a while now, and I know he's been super excited to show it off for you guys.
That must be true.
So this is a really opportune moment for him to. You don't have to. I'm not going to put pressure on, but if you want to.
Well, that's just something we don't do in these streams, David, is put people on the spot to do voices. It's just not a part of it.
I know that you've certainly never done it to me.
Never, ever. And I can tell that you just don't think about that at all. So check this out. On another subject.
So he's not going for the thing impression.
Well, you never know.
We'll ask him next time.
When the mood strikes me. So check this out. So this is some artwork that's done with ArcSign.
That is really cool artwork.
So some of this is not even pixel stuff. I think this is using dots and rotation and just all these kind of. Oh man, check this thing out over here.
Oh my goodness,
So awesome.
That is amazing.
I can't even pretend to know how this is done. So
wow.
So these appear to be I want to say that's a block icon for the limestone wall block that is then kind of given a color and then rotated. And,
I'm assuming that's been the device is locked. We couldn't get the source code, right?
let's take a look. So my guess is that a lot of this is available. A lot of these have been published, and I know for a fact they have, as blueprints in the workshop.
Right.
And so even if you're like, I'll never be able to do that, oop, I turned that one on.
They are limestone slabs. That's what Zoff just said.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Zoff, for calling that out. Awesome showcase here. We asked and you answered.
Can I get these in my real house, please?
It's just a working arc sign.
I think that's coming in R55. The 3D print option.
So very cool. Let's check out what let's
Yeah,
see. Post-apocalyptic
it's really
bunker
cool stuff.
and art gallery. I guess that's what this teleporter takes me to. The post.
Ooh, there we go. There's some of that pixel art
Oh, there's a
of
thing.
the thing.
Oh man, here we go.
Perfect timing.
So
You know what would go really good with that pixel art, Steven? Your impression of the thing.
well, what sound does thing make? It's kind of
Clicking.
a mournful shriek.
It
is that
is.
about right?
It is, yeah.
Let's see. I'll work on that. Maybe we'll get back to that.
He's thinking. I was
winner,
totally
doing a
lying.
shot.
He has not been working on a thing impression, so I apologize to Steven. And holy crap, leafy pixel art. I love it.
So I think a lot of these pixel arts predate when we added the game icons in. So now you get, I think, it's just a single tag you have to use to get like this exact Pigsy icon, because these are similar to the icons that we have kind of supported in the game. And so a lot of those now, you don't even have to do that complicated pixel art, but to do some of these other things that are not from our art, like this, for example, this iconic looking circle. You know,
Yeah,
this
I wonder
heroic
what
circle.
that's from. It looks so familiar.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, animated emoji.
Oh, I love it. That is like, I have like a major emoji problem. Like I add emojis to everything I say.
Yeah.
So that's my life right there.
This is the best.
That's your jam.
This is
That's
the
my
best emoji movie I've ever seen. Right here.
Certainly better than any emoji movie I've seen in theaters.
Yeah. So this is all really cool.
This is all so amazing. Oh, let me ask this.
Go ahead.
If somebody wants to do their own cool arc sign art, is there any place like do you guys know of any forum posts where people have like
So I think
gone
there
into
are,
that?
and so some of the there are a few kind of arc sign wizards that are really discovering this stuff and making it happen, and they do have a few active threads on our Steam forums.
Okay.
Lucky Sheep is one, Enterland is another, and Zoff, Xoff, if you will. These folks are really kind of pioneering the boundaries of what you can do with these arc signs. And
I'm gonna see if I can find some right now. If I do find any of those threads, I will
Give it a
post a
bump.
link.
Yeah. So these designs are just wild.
I
So
love the geometry.
if you're just wondering like what this looks like, so it looks like these are combinations of spaces and vertical offset tags and a dot, so just like a character, the dot character, the char, if you will. Plus, we define the fonts and line height. So I think a lot of these folks have used some tools, kind of whether homegrown or other or ones that they've created for the purpose of generating these patterns. And so there's a lot to. It's nothing like this is all players have gone and discovered this, this functionality.
You guys are detectives.
They've been the detectives, and so if you're
Very impressive
wondering like, how do I do this? You're gonna have to really kind of get with these folks and figure that out. Let's see. Okay, main storage workshop.
Pentolin joined the server. He might have something on his teleporter too.
Oh, that's a good. Let's try it.
His arc sleeve.
Let's see. Well, all these folks just ran in here. Feels like there might be something important in here.
It's a trap. They're going to close you
man.
in. Oh,
There we go.
Oh wow! It's an art gallery.
What in the world?
We've gone to the museum. We
This is
didn't
wild.
even have to pay $20. This is awesome.
Somebody has even made some epic arc sign art of this man right here.
That's true. There is a Brainsloth
It's out there.
pixel art out there.
It's awesome.
This is so incredibly detailed,
This is
and
wild.
it's blowing my mind. I have not even seen this stuff yet.
No flashlight in the museum. Oh, sorry. Turn off flashlight. There you go.
They're gonna kick us out.
They will.
This is so great. Oh my gosh.
My gosh.
So yeah, it's
Obviously, like figuring out how to do stuff like that is not super user friendly. You kind of have to dig into some code to do that.
yes.
But it is just so cool because I know we added picture frames a couple releases ago, and you could add photos, and they were tied to adventures. And I think we eventually turned that off, and people were really wanting the option to add pictures, and now they can with arc signs. If you know,
Yeah.
it takes a little sleuthing, little code ninja skills, but it's possible to
yeah.
paint a masterpiece in Creativerse.
So you can see, so I've mentioned that we added support for game icons, the ones that exist in the game, so you don't actually have to do a bunch of complicated text formatting to generate this picture of a grass block, because that's something that's already in the game, and we said, oh, rather than making it a really complicated process for these, we can definitely provide those icons. And so if you look in the patch notes of the last patch, you can see the details on how to access these and put them under arc signs. And so someone here is using these for their chests. And so this one probably has pigments, this one probably has lumite.
Ajani.
Have we already visited them? That's if you're looking for.
Well, they said they've got some workshop items. So we got a tip from our forum moderator, our amazing forum moderator, Adora Lupinatu, and she let us know that a player by the name of Ajonee, Ajonee, has some really cool workshop items. So that's in the Steam workshop. You can type in that name and see a bunch of cool arc signs that have been captured as blueprints that have all this data inside.
So you can actually just get this stuff,
Right.
build it, dig into the code, and find out how they did it.
You can do that, or you can just say, hey, I want it exactly how they published it. All you got to do is place it down that one arc sign or however many,
Yep.
And it's all the magic's done for you. So I'm glad. So we came over here. There doesn't seem to be a lot of building here. This is just kind of a home base, but we did get to see those icons. So have we been seeing Winter? Any other questions or comments that we can kind of talk about here?
I have not seen any other questions except for how can I do that?
How can I do that? So, if you're looking to get started, go hit our Steam forums, and there's some active threads. I'm guessing that they're going to kind of be get surfaced after this stream, and those conversations will be ongoing. And it's just players kind of discovering this functionality and sharing tips and tricks.
I'll make a promise to you guys. After the stream, I will go find some of these threads, and I will post them to the Playfulverse live stream thread, so that you guys can, if you are so inclined, you can go learn more.
Sounds really
Would
good.
you like to know more?
Yeah.
There is one really good thread in the tips section of the forums, tips and strategies from end to end. I learned a lot from that one.
Yeah, and Intelend was just saying, suggesting to take their teleporter. I don't know. They didn't say
that's
why.
the last one I took.
Oh, that's the last one. Okay, cool.
Oh, take the teleporter there near my crafting area. So I played it while we were just talking. I just randomly selected someone. We call this Touchstone Roulette. So I randomly selected Touchstone.
Oh, I
to go
missed
check
another
out.
round of Touchstone.
I didn't
Roulette.
announce
I
it.
love
It was a low-key roulette. I love this. So here is a galactic grav chamber that's got some of the Halloween items floating around it. I love when you put the scare flare in the grav chamber, because it doesn't have that green flame effect. It's just this guy angry tennis ball that's just kind of floating around. I really love it. And of course that's the Vladarang. Oh, there's
What's this?
just a strange bow tie shaped fighter, kind of I don't know, really, very creative.
Yeah, that's cool.
So some really cool stuff here, actually. So here's some kind of galactic builds using blocks from the Galactic Super Bundle. Then over here, just some really kind of creative rotation. It's a little farming area, but we've got these shrubs that are turned upside down. These fence blocks that have been used to make this kind of cage. So are really cool. Here's some of those pumpkin chests from the last Halloween update, Pumpkin Heroes Candy Campaign. Those were some of the community rewards. We gave the community work together and unlock the recipes for those 3 tiers of pumpkin chests. Those are really cool.
They're my favorite chests.
The old Grum's Temple Garden, of course, very lovely. So a really cool area. I'm glad that we rouletted our way over here.
Yes, that's a fine roulette choice.
It is.
Go Brands said he is hoping that you go to the Touchstone Nexus.
Nexus? Okay, let's try that. And then after that, we'll return to Enterlands.
Getting over a little hay fever here.
We'll return to Enterlands and check out the teleporter that he asked us to go through too. So we've got a bunch of stuff to check out. This is great.
Thank you guys for giving us suggestions.
Definitely. We definitely, for Playfulverse, we just like to get on and play, and we don't really have a solid agenda, so we'd love to hear that feedback, whether it's on Twitter with the hashtag Playfulverse, in any of the various chats that we're on. Well, here's something going on already.
That way.
I guess I have to run this way.
And that's really the purpose of Playfulverse, is just to show off the cool stuff you guys build. So I jokingly answered that before, but to the person who asked that, we're just showing off the cool stuff you guys built in this world.
Yeah, so
and sometimes other worlds.
You guys blow our minds every day.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Oh man, check this all out. So this is kind of world guidelines. So there was a different area we saw in a previous stream, but it looks like this has all been leveled up and really nice text formatting, all this more Arcsign magic. How do we get through here? Let's see. If you read them, find the code to proceed. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Someone did it for us. I saw the code was 1337. Just a really kind of cool number. All right, let's head through.
I think they want us to head through, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just following Goblin Nooners. Go through here. I'm gonna look this way. Let's see. A bunch of really cool. Man, I'm starting to lose track of all these different blocks and how people are using them to make these awesome effects. I think a lot of these are up in the sky. There are galactic LEDs that are, and then I see some grav chambers spinning there. But then it works really well with these classic kind of limestone and obsidian blocks. Let's see, the Vanishing Expanse. We got to check that out. There's too much stuff. I mean, we're gonna have to continue to make this a series because there's just way too much stuff to check out.
That is the best thing I've seen all week.
Just the silence.
You win the internet.
The face Brainsloth will make the first time he sees this. I wonder if you go in freeze frame. I may have made that face. Here, for all the freeze framers out there, I'll make it easy.
That's you're adding an angle to it that I'm
Yeah, I don't know if it
that
really
that was
matched.
amazing. Whoever did that, thank you
It was
so much.
The timing. The timing was pure comedy, and your silence as you turned and looked at it, you're just like, oh.
Y'all are having a little too much fun. So that's really cool. So there's the world map there, kind of in that opening. God, well, we're high up in the sky, aren't we? We're floating. What a epic kind of spawning area. This is just too wild. I can't even imagine the work
It's
that's gone
truly
into
a
this.
sky castle.
Let's go to the Vanishing Expanse. Vanishing Expanse. I think that was a EverQuest zone. Maybe not. Let's see. Oh, hey, who's that? I'll head up the stairs here. No, incomplete. There's something down there. Just more awesomeness. So really amazing work, Playfulverse people. This is just out of this world. Just
You can tell Brainsloth is just so grateful for the amazing work that you guys have done in this particular section.
yeah, this is really my favorite all-time section. This is also, I'll take a little kind of healing bath here. My life was long. I wouldn't want to die. I never would do that on the stream.
Jay Brisleg said,
I-
come to Jay Brisleg.
Jay Brizzle?
Well, tell us why, Japers.
Yeah.
What's so special about you?
Seriously. I'm going to fly over here. I think there's some cool stuff happening over here. So this is another kind of biome. Welcome to Sky Sanctuary. I'll read it. Elders have selected places represented in each biomes. You'll be able to go through them here. Very cool. So I have a feeling if I go into that teleporter, I'm going to be... I love the... Is this thingish? This is the things language, I think.
Thingish.
So a thing... If
This could help you with your impression work.
I know, it's going to be something like... You
You have
something
to
like
pull the
that,
little
right?
arms. The little arms.
I expect to be getting a call from the producers of Game of Thrones anytime for my kind of fantasy language skills.
Yeah.
They're going to say, hey, you could really handle Dothraki or. So really awesome stuff. So we heard a request to go to Brizzle G's. Let's head there, see what's doing. So a lot of these touchstones, we might have visited them before, but these are some of the really active builders here on Playfulverse, and so they're continually just creating amazing stuff for us to check out. And I think we should check it out again.
Skull Rebel just asked me if I made any good builds lately. I haven't. It has been so incredibly busy over here, but I have so many ideas that I want to implement. So,
what do you want to build next?
Actually, I want to build like a little floating kingdom, but I want to use arc signs. I want to play around with the arc signs and see if I can get some clouds going.
I like it.
KGG Erebus burnt to a crisp. Good job.
Here, so while you brought up arc signs, we saw that you can animate arc signs, right? The emoji thing. Can you? And we saw like how impressive the art was in the museum. Can you make a movie with an arc sign? Can you Can you? And if you can someone please make Raiders of the Lost Ark on an arc sign?
I think you just
because I want to watch it there.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be so awesome.
So you just
That's my request. That's my
Lucky Sheep
challenge
cries
to
in
the
tears.
community. Raiders of the Lost Ark on an arc sign. Can it be done? If so, I'm gonna start making popcorn and I'm gonna be watching that
So I'll
sucker.
head through here.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, so
I will also accept Alien.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. So I'm just wandering around. Oh, there's Brizzle. Hey, show me something cool, Jay Brizzle. So he asked us to come here. Very cool build here in the mountainside. I do like this.
Yeah. I mean, he's done some awesome work here.
Oh, wow.
Cool hallway. I'll follow Zoff here. Just following you, Zoff. Just lead the way.
I love how they used all the pieces together to make like this nice tunnel.
Right. So when you're building, if you have to build a bridge, you go across this chasm. If it was me, I just put a row of blocks. But that's not enough for these folks. We've got these spiral limestone columns that give this cool detail, slabs, windows, arc torches,
Yeah, it's
it
good
looks
stuff.
great. All right, we were gonna. So I feel like we checked it out. The Jay Brizzle's probably screaming at me. You missed the important thing that you're supposed to check out. But
It was his amazing white bald head.
It was.
We just saw it.
It was fantastic.
It was awesome. It was lovely.
So we wanted to go check out the teleporter at Antolin and see what it was doing there. I think we should do it.
Yeah.
To answer your question, so
Which
some
question
players
is
have,
that?
You were asking about making movies with ArcSense. So some players have already started to kind of experiment with that, and so that ties in not only these ArcSign formatting, but also machines and delay gates and just everything you can think of. And so I think it's a challenge to get it to work and also kind of be performant and not just totally explode your world.
Right. And
but
Broken
players are-
Stitch pointed out, he said DMCA. I won't tell if you don't tell. And what are they going to do? We'll take it down. We'll save the code. We'll post it in another world. We'll just keep posting copies of Raiders of the Lost Ark and an arc sign, and there's no way they can get them all. I mean, we'll tell them, hey, we're trying our best to take these down whenever we find them, but players are posting them faster than we can know what to do with.
Corruption spawner.
There you go.
Wildwood.
There's the
We've
answer.
got a whole plan here, David. Corruption below. So until then, I don't really know which one to visit. So I'm gonna go check out. Let's check out Wildwood.
Is it working?
It is not working. I've been
Okay.
fooled. Well,
Oh, there.
we're taking a random teleporter here. This
Okay.
is kind of teleporter roulette. It's a spin-off of Touchstone roulette here. No idea where we're gonna pop out.
The ultimate arc sign usage would be if somebody built Creativerse
Ooh.
on an arc sign.
Just
And you
working
could go
Creativerse?
into Creativerse to play Creativerse inside of Creativerse.
Create-aception.
Create-aception. We must go deeper.
Yeah, so we're here in a little inventory area. We'll go poke around some more. We're in Bardicus' zone. Hey, what's up, Bardicus? We're in your zone. Overlord's Watch.
Thanks for
Goblin
letting us
Energy.
crash your pad.
Yeah, we're just checking you out. Checking out Bardicus. Underground Library. Watch. I want to go to the library. I think I have some overdue books.
So Lucky Enteland on YouTube has said that Lucky Sheep has made videos already with ArcSign.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. So some players, including Lucky Sheep, have created some working short clips that they work, and it's really incredible. So if you're
Apparently there's one just north of his touchstone if we want to try and find it.
Here, Lucky?
North of Enteland.
All right, this is the third and last time I'm teleporting to Enteland. All right, let's head north, and we'll see what's doing.
Thank you for indulging me.
Rainbow blocks would be really cool. That would be cool.
I would be all about rainbow blocks. I want a unicorn world.
That'd be nice. All right, north. All right, let's head north. I'm gonna walk through the corruption water just because get a little irradiated here.
Keep things exciting.
Yeah. I'll do a little flying. Let's see. So we're on the lookout for a movie. I guess I have a feeling we'll just know it when we see it.
Yeah. Is that how that saying works? I don't know what a movie is, but I know it when I see it.
Yeah, I think that's been said.
I think a Supreme Court judge said that about movies.
It's about movies. That's right. I think they were talking about ArcSign movies, in fact. Yeah.
Okay, so Enteland is saying that somebody hijacked his touchstone, so it's not going to work. So we'll
work.
have to do that for next time.
We did find just a picturesque savanna kind of butting up against a jungle here. It's a
Turning back
dangerous
to
place.
nature.
If you're like getting started and you want to make a starting base, don't do it here because like the feral pigsies and shrews are going to come really just mess with you. This is kind of hard mode for starting out with no gear and trying to get going. Well, I guess if you're on peaceful mode, then you don't have to worry so much. But man, anytime I try to build next to a jungle, it's scary times. So I think, well, we've been. What do we
We've seen
think?
a lot of good stuff.
We've seen a lot of good stuff. I think we should do one more.
We've seen the best thing ever.
We did. That was. I don't know how we'll ever be able to top that.
I think that may go into the intro video, the Brainsloth
Yes.
pixel art.
So I'm gonna do one more touchstone roulette, and we'll just see what we find. And then
Last
maybe
one?
We'll,
All right.
last one, and then maybe
like
we'll
it.
take a couple questions and call it a day.
While you're going,
Yeah, go.
there have been some questions.
Yeah, keep them coming.
Have we considered making a better farming system? Because some builds require wheat, and at times it can get tedious. Another person asked if we were going to get more column blocks for other blocks. And sorry, I keep hitting my desk. I've typed it, but just to confirm, we have ordered a boom arm for our microphone. So this will be the last stream with annoying typing sounds.
Yeah. Let's see. So I took Lucky Noob, I think. Is where I went. Well, with touchdown roulette, you win some and you lose some. I think here, clearly
We won big.
We won big. This is a nice flat area. It's as flat as can be, really. Other
It's a
than
scenic view.
Yes.
I flattened it out a little.
You
I'm
have
just helping
now
out.
contributed to Playfulverse.
I'm helping out here. Now look at that.
To speak to farming, I don't
Go
know
ahead.
that we've discussed farming in a while. I think that if we do anything with farming, it would probably be at a much more distant time. But I think more column blocks could be a possibility. I'm not sure. I have no idea, but I could foresee that being something we can do.
Sure. So for a little context, we did in the last update add 18 new column variants of existing blocks.
First
so these are
of the kind, right?
right. Well, there was one column in the industrial set, this kind of iron-looking barrel block. Or it looks like a barrel or a chimney, and so that does exist. And so those are something we're just kind of. I think we can definitely continue to slowly add into the game. I've heard some folks saying, "Hey, why don't you just make them all?" But they take some time to kind of hook up and generate icons for, and so it's really just a continuing balancing act, having our art bandwidth go towards creating new stuff and supporting new features, and also when we have a little time, hey, let's generate a few more variants of blocks, and I think there's no reason not to continue doing that as long as we can, because those always go to good use, and players really appreciate those. We've checked out this area before. This is kind of around kind of the home base area, so it's a good place to leave off. I'm going to go leave off by this nice Playful sign by the trade post here. I think these might have been done by Kool-Aid, these signs.
Oh, playful trade post.
Yeah. So it's a good place to leave off. I'm going to go switch to our kind of main camera view here.
Let's do it.
I'm going to do it with my little pen here. Very nice. And so we just want to say thank you for everyone that tuned in. Unlike our release live streams, which we do anytime the game gets updated, these are just for fun, and so we don't have a real solid agenda. We're
Those other ones are just pure business.
They're only for anger.
Facts.
They're not for fun. They're just for fury.
Okay, and anger.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. So we had a few extra questions.
Yeah, go for it.
Somebody had asked about Creativerse merchandise. We don't have any at this time, but that is something we are looking into very seriously soon. So I think next year we should have some of that. I think probably the first stuff we'll do is for our other game, Super Lucky's Tale, but I would imagine we'll have some Creativerse stuff shortly thereafter.
I want a leafy.
Yeah, mainly because Winter wants a leafy, right?
Yeah. I mean, a leafy, it's just the perfect shape. A leafy pillow. Like,
it would be pretty
that
amazing.
Would fit just so perfectly. And
it's kind of football-ish
shape
shape for leafy fights. It's just got it all.
Leafy ball.
Leafy ball.
Yeah. And then fantasy leafy football.
Oh, Tignus2099 asked if he can play on this server. This server is a public server, so anybody can play.
And is that, I believe that's Tignus, winner of second place in our Cosmo Chizards, maybe third place in our Cosmo Chizards Galactic Blueprint contest, which was really awesome. So Tignus, join Playfulverse, show off your unique trophy gauntlet. It's very shiny and sparkly, and you earned it, so congrats.
And as we saw on the stream, there's still plenty of empty, untouched land.
We discovered some. I think even that kind of flat area, if you talk to Lucky Noob or Leaky or whoever that was, they might share it with you. Just kind of, contact them privately and make that arrangement to share that flat area. Something good, Winter?
Oh, Sam said that the stream is awesome and your chemistry is great and that it's awesome when Calkins throws you under the bus.
It is the best, and so
we said even when I throw you under the bus, so he's willing to allow that.
Yeah,
but he probably wouldn't approve if I did that all day, every day.
That's true.
So
that would be...
I think one under the bus per stream, and we can take turns. You can throw me under the bus next time.
I think Winter is due for just a rollover.
Better start working on your Pigsy impressions.
Oh, I'm gonna have tire marks.
That's true. Well, any other questions? Otherwise, I think. Do you have any news about Mixer interactive integrations yet? Those are really fun. I saw the video of what Mixer is doing, allowing you to create interactions with a live game. No news on that. We saw it. I think that's really exciting. But it's very new, and we haven't even really had much chance to talk about what that would be for Creativerse or any of our games. But they're really cool, and we're big fans of Mixer. We're streaming on there right now, and so don't rule it out.
Yep. I think let's go ahead and wrap it up. This has been a great stream. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yep.
We've had fun. We hope you've had fun. And we will do more of these.
Yes. So thank you guys, and look out. The winter update is coming. The all winter update is coming soon. We'll keep an eye on our social channels, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff, and we'll let you know. We'll start to tease some of that stuff probably pretty soon, I think. So stay tuned. All right. Thanks, guys. Peace out. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.